Welcome back to Real Talk. Today we have Professor Ched Arzadon. Good afternoon, teacher.
We call you Teacher Ched.
Yes, I feel comfortable with Teacher Ched.
Okay. So Teacher Ched, you've taught a wide range of students. You said from elementary to high school and now college. But you decided to homeschool your kids. Why is that?
Well, I realized, when I was still single, I met this young kid. And he was homeschooled during his elementary years. And I found him very special because, he was very mature and very pleasant. Then he would tell me, na he's so excited because he just entered high school. And sabi niya, his classmates would be doing their assignment in the school bus, but he already did his assignment way back. And
advance siya, ganun.
And he's very excited to go to school. He's pumped up to go to school. I go, ay, gusto ko yung ganyan. I would like my kids to enjoy learning. And so sabi ko na, they would study because they want to learn, not because they're told by their teacher or their parents. So I had that desire to instill love for learning, that they will learn in a natural environment. That's why we relocated to the province.
Oh, okay.
So that they would touch real trees, real animals.
Actually, it's true because we were talking in the opening, we're saying that preschool pa lang, naka 4 years na sila. Di ba?
Parang pagod na pagod.
Pagod na pagod. Because I have a grade 1. It's like, Mama, I don't want to go to school. Diba? Because I'm sure
you just have to wake up early.
They're in school day in and day out doing the same thing.
And some of the schools would give so much homework pa. So when they come home, they would have to do all those mga...
That's what I see, they would wake up their kids at 5 o'clock. Kahit tulog pa, papaliguan na nila. So ayoko ng gano'n.
But then also, what I have learned also was that people like to learn, like to really study. Once maybe you're in high school or in college, but that's when you're really more ganado, you can comprehend. Parang everything just falls into place and everything makes sense. But from like grade 1 till grade 6 or what, it's a chore.
Yeah, right.
I have to go to school. Hey, there's no school.
Okay, let's go to the con part lang. No? Kasi mag-pro nga siya na yun nga yung they get excited to go to school. But isn't also there a regret part na parang, Mom, ba't di ba ako pinapasok ng grade 1 to 7? So parang basically, he's still the child that didn't go to school ng grade 1 to 7, hindi ba? Wala bang ganong pagsisisi sa larangan ng mga anak mo na nagsasabi sila na, Mom, ba't hindi mo ako pinaaral? Why am I not in school?
Baliktad nga, like my girl would tell me, it's the best years of her childhood.
Really? Okay.
So siguro lang, pagsisisi siguro, kasi I homeschooled my eldest still, he's grade 5. Pangit ang sulat niya, yung handwriting niya parang grade 1. So that's one thing. Sabi ko, dapat pala, I should have trained him to write. Kasi he's
okay lang, doktor naman, pangit yung magsulat.
Kaya kasi he's more parang he likes to learn by talking. So sa kasi school, diba, they would make you copy.
And there are certain schools that you have to follow a certain handwriting. Hindi ka assumptionista. Or something like that. Ganon.
Kasi naman, before, they were already using the computer. So, saka I didn't enjoy writing. Gaya ko rin, I have a very bad handwriting. So I think that's the only thing, the con that I can think of.
Since you're homeschooling, so you're the teacher. So do you also grade your child, like yung performance niya? Like how does it work?
Yeah. As a teacher, you have to assess always.
How do you do that? Well, you're a teacher, so
traditionally, some parents would give written tests, But for me, I would just observe my kids and say, does he enjoy learning? Does he ask good questions? Yun ang importante sa akin lagi ba siya nag-iisip, nag-experiment? Because if you notice with the small children, they would always ask the question, bakit? Why?
Yes.
And then the grade school teachers would say, bakit pag nasa school na they stop asking why? Paano there are so many children?
Yes.
And if you ask why,
nahihiya sila.
Or the teacher would say, oh, wait for your turn. There are 30 of you or 50 children in the class. So you cannot just ask questions. So parang for me, my kid would tell me what he enjoyed about homeschooling is he can ask questions anytime. and I would be there to answer his
But then
questions.
you still opted to, after that grade 5, you still opted to bring them back to the traditional school. So why was that? Why didn't you keep them at home till high school?
Oo nga.
Yeah, I thought, kasi yun lang kaya ko eh. I thought I can manage to teach them only at, through
And you're a
elementary.
professor, ah?
Oo, professor of teachers. Kasi ano siya, BS Ed, you teach in
You
UP,
teach teachers, right?
College of Education, right?
I took up SPED when I was in college.
So you felt na hanggang dun lang?
At saka sila rin, it's also their decision because we found this very progressive school in Pangasinan.
Still progressive.
It's a non-graded school, walang assignment,
So medyo close to homeschooling.
it's like homeschooling. And I said, this is the best transition from elementary to high school. So,
Why would you say it's different in non-formal progressive school na walang competition, like there's no grades, there's no way of telling who's in the top 10.
Yeah, oo. Pag ganyan,
Don't you
oo,
think it's
diba?
important also for competition to help
Yeah.
your
Sa-
kids to excel?
Depende sa age, But for small children, I feel that they should be compelled by, more noble reason. Because they want to learn, they want to discover, not because they want to get high grades. So that's parang external motivation. We want them to be internally motivated. So I feel na yung sense of competition should come later when they are ready. Kasi when they are small, and they are subjected to competition, comparison. They don't have the categories, the words to explain what they're feeling.
Okay, speaking of comparison, he went back nung grade 5 siya. So how do homeschool kids fare academically with other kids who were, who studied in a traditional school?
Yeah, my kids did well naman. I mean, if I refer to my kids.
Yeah.
But basically, studies show that children whose parents are more involved in school or in their studies fare better. They fare well in school. Pangalawa, if there's a friendly, warm environment, walang bullying, walang abuse.
That's in school.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Sa homeschool.
sa homeschool kasi.
Walang bully naman.
Siyempre, wala kang classmate.
Kapatid.
Siyempre, walang bullying, wala kang classmate, di ba?
Kaya nga. Tapos maliit yung teacher-pupil ratio. So studies show that kung ganun yung condition, the child will do better.
Okay, so wala kang classmate. How do they learn to socialize?
Now, in my case, let me answer that other question.
yeah.
They did well.
Yeah.
They're able to get scholarship.
Oh, good.
They graduated in nice colleges. And now my eldest is taking up law. My second child is working in a nice companies. So that's why I can confidently talk about homeschooling because I'm reaping the result.
Yes. So based on what I've heard today, parang I feel that for moms to want to try homeschool, I would say the safest would be in the preschool.
Yes.
Or as young as you can, right? Kasi
right.
parang di pa
Yung
mahirap.
hanggang kaya mo, sabi mo
Hanggang kaya mo,
Siguro
di ba?
hanggang 8 or 9. Kasi sinasabi ng studies, kaya raw may problem on dyslexia, hyperactivities because of early schooling.
Early schooling. So even if I send my child to school starting 3 years old, parang pwede pa. Hindi pa siya late.
Oh,
But I mean, because I was homeschooling already at
Oh,
home, right?
you don't have to preschool na, parang gano'n.
pero
Yes.
sana hanggang 7 or 8 sana. That's
Grade.
ideal.
That's grade 1.
So until grade school or only until 7 grade?
Maybe kung kaya mo till high school better sana.
Really?
Oo. Kasi
Mahirap na yung mga subjects pag mga high school.
Algebra,
Parang hindi pa
trigonometry.
pwede hanggang na lang.
Yeah, and sometimes a foreign language pa, they always
Yes, like there's Latin and
Yeah, but there are materials available. There are modules and there are training programs that are provided by the homeschool provider. And okay naman. I see a lot of kids graduating from high school in a homeschool setup.
For the moms naman out there, is there like a certain type or peg that you would say, Mom, I think you can actually try to homeschool? Would there be like a certain peg? Okay, so first, if one parent can actually not work,
right.
that's one.
Or even work part-time.
Work part-time. How about temperamental? Are you okay?
oo nga.
Di ba? Can you please help me? I'm trying to figure out if I can actually do it.
Just that. I mean, intellectual
Yes, can you tell
capacity.
me, must I have graduated high school, college? Am I impatient? Do I have to have a certain quality?
Kailangan ba mabait?
Mabait ba? Or,
Oo. Pagdating sa intellectual or educational level, sa US nga kalahati lang ang college graduates.
so, maski high school grad?
Oo.
Pwede.
Sa
Okay.
US, Dito
Okay.
kasi sa Pilipinas, we're quite strict, so dapat college graduate.
Okay, so yun, pwede
So,
na.
isa yun, ano?
Okay, what else?
Siguro is, I would say that if you're a very Aussie, yung
Okay.
highly controlling mom,
Yes.
huwag ka
Huwag na lang.
mag-homeschool.
Wag mag-homeschool.
Ay, hindi ka pwede mag-homeschool.
Kasi
Okay, no homeschool.
kasi dapat relax. Kasi parang, chill.
So kung
You're
mabilis kang uminit ang ulo, wag
Saka
na
kung
lang.
perfectionist ka masyado.
Kasi at least, yun ang aking feeling, at least if you're a perfectionist and sometimes madali kang magalit, yun, I think there's a danger that
To
you
destroy
can...
your relationship
With your
yes.
child, that must be one of the fears that maybe a lot of moms go through. Is diba, trying to handle the child-parent relationship and make it work for them rather than against them. Because ako, whenever I tutor my child, minsan, umiiyak na eh.
Oo, hindi, totoo yun.
Unfortunately, we have to pause for a short break, but when we return, our guests will answer all your questions. Please don't go away. Real Talk will be back in a few minutes.